Uh, Hello, guys. Welcome to our CBE or rather CBC assessment management system. I am going to log in. We are going to use an application set for a school called Ikino. Kindly bear with me. This will be our dashboard. This will be our dashboard, whereby we have our clock. We have our dates here, and you can set the opening and closing dates by clicking that tab. Upon clicking that point, an icon is going to appear to set the opening dates. You can see. Then if you intend to set the closing date, you click at that point and another icon is going to appear. Later you close the form and it is going to get saved automatically. So we can also set the hoist name respectively, but that one we do set upon installation. But in case of changes, you can set by yourself by clicking this point. You can set the hoist name by yourself in case of changes by clicking this point. We move direct to max entry. This is our support number, Nelson's Creations. This is our support number there. And also you can call this number for inquiries and also for installation. We'll move direct to max entry. So before we enter max, we need to feed students' names or other students' data in our system. Our system is friendly. I have managed to incorporate mass loading, whereby you can click there and upload an Excel file, and the system is going to capture the student details with their respective classes. So I'm going to do a video to show how to import names. We are going to go direct to blank class lists. So you're going to get a window appearing. You can select the year, the grade, the class. Maybe you can take 9 North. Then you move to term 2, and then you click show class lists. So once you do that, you can click to show class lists. So upon doing that, you realize that the names are going to appear with blank boxes. So this is what you print, and the teachers, the respective teachers, are going to feed the name, the marks, are going to feed the marks, and you can see the names are arranged in alphabetical order, whereby even if you add another student, it is going to be sorted. It is going to be sorted in accordance to the alphabets. After capturing marks, you are to enter marks. We are assuming that we are in term 1. So I will click enter marks, or rather you can also take term 2. Our system is set to term 2. I will show you how to move from one term to another by just clicking a button. Then it is going to move automatically. And also even promoting students to the next class, you just click one button. Then this grade 7 students are going to be moved to grade 8. Grade 8 students are going to be moved to grade 9. And also, if you need to print the previous year's report card, you can still be in a position 2. So here, this is the window to enter marks. You can see you have assessment 1, assessment 2, and assessment 3. The average and the rubric. These ones should be the rubrics. Upon clicking, you can see on form load, we have nothing here. On form load, we have nothing. But once we click mathematics, we have the fields appearing whereby you can feed marks. Maybe you can try to feed this one 56, maybe 34. Then you can see it automatically gets the average and gives and issues the specific rubric. This is approaching expectation 1. Whereby now that we are on our exam 1, we are going to feed all our results on assessment 1. We are on opener. We are assuming you're on opener. This one you can feed on the midterm exam, and this other one you can feed the end term exam. Whereby later you can be in a position to print a report that is having an average of all the tests, and you can equally print a report for assessment 1, assessment 2, assessment 3, or a combination of assessment 1 and assessment 2. I'm going to show that. So you're going to click English. Remember, we previously filled a form. So hapa kwa English, you click, then you feed English marks, still on assessment 1, since we are on exam 1. So Kiswahili still on assessment 1, you're on exam 1. Integrated still on assessment 1. Pretext still on assessment 1. Creative art still on assessment 1. And you can see here we are having a caption that is showing you which subject you have selected currently. So once I click social studies, it's going to change to social studies. Agriculture changing to agric, religion changing to agric. So after that you can save, and even if you forget to save, you are still safe, simply because our system is performing requery, whereby it is auto saving. You can close, and remember, you can change the class still and enter to feed marks for another class. Can enter to feed maths for another. You can take Nineist that way. So here we are having details. Nineist, where we can press enlarge window, maths, then you can feed. So upon feeding marks, so we will be required to print the mark sheets. So we are having mark sheets for a stream, and mark sheets for specific classes. So we call them merit sheets. So I will start by printing mark sheet for a specific class. I can take grade 9 North, or rather either. Remember, we fed details on assessment 1, so we are having we have to click on exam 1 merit lists, simply because we only fed assessment 1. But if you fed exam 2, you can equally click there, or exam 3, and you can also get all exams merit lists. You can equally get all exams merit lists that is performing an average of all the 3 tests. Now in our case, we are on exam 1. So here we go. We have our merit lists, whereby we have the first student here. Remember, students' data is very confidential. So we have this data. This data skeleton, whereby the student is position 1 with an average of 66.7. So at the end of the form, we will have the mean score of respective classes. So I'm going to adjust these boxes to fit in. This is an error to show that I will set the decimal places to 2 decimal places. You can see even this one is not vivid, but you're going to adjust there. So that is a mark sheet for specific classes upon feeding the results. So we can equally have a mark sheet for stream. So mark sheet for stream, you can see once I click, we don't have the class cover box appearing here. Don't have the class cover box, but in specific classes, we have the class combo box appearing for us to select the specific class. So once I click for stream, I select the year, the grade, and the term. The marks that are fed are in term 2. So I can select exam 1. You're going to realize that in our case now, we have students from south, south, north, north, south, south, east, north, east, south. So it has accommodated the three streams that we are having: 9 north, 9 south, 9 east in our case. Remember, this is just an example that we have taken. This is not real data. It's just an example that we have taken to show. So this is what we are going to have. And you realize that still at the end of the form, we have the mean scores. We have the mean scores, or that the averages for all classes. And we can print the form by just pressing Control P, whereby it's selecting the printer directory. Then after that, we'll go to printing specific students' reports. This is our window. This is our window to print specific student reports. You can see I'm just pressing here, view reports, printing specific students' reports. We'll select the year. Remember, in our case, we only have in 2026, grade 9, North, maybe, or rather I can take another class now, East, term 2. To those who understand CBE, you realize CBE is a bit different from 844, whereby ranking is not a major factor. So I've allowed the institution to print with ranking, and the institution can equally print with no ranking. So this will be giving the assessment records with no ranking, whereby here we have with ranking. So I can click report for test 1. Now we have only fed data in test 1, so I can also print with no ranking still, so we can compare. So I can close this window. So we start with ranked report. Ranked report, you realize that the student is taken to be position 1 out of 51 students. And remember, we did set the head of institution name as Mr. Nelson. You can see Mr. Nelson is appearing here. Mr. Nelson is appearing here in all the reports. Then we have the closing dates appearing here and the opening dates appearing here that we did set. So we are going to have our official stamp here. And remember, once given the school stamp, I'm able to import the stamp to appear in all the reports. That will save time now that you will not be required to always stamp all the records where we are having a big population. So you'll be having a student name, the admission number, the grade, the year, and the term. So the student is in position 1 out of 51. So once we move next, you can get another student is position 2 out of 51, position 3 out of 51, position 4 out of 51, position 5. So the good thing with our system, it is sorting the data in ascending order. Rather, you can set it to a descending order. So this report, you can generate a PDF by just clicking there, and you save it in your desktop. Maybe I can go to term 2 and save it as Nelson, maybe. Then I publish. This is going to help. You can share the whole PDF. Maybe the printer is located elsewhere. You can share the whole PDF. So the PDF is having records for all students who are in grade 9 East. You can see by yourself. These are all the reports whereby the PDF can be shared and you can print the document. So this point is where we need to import the student's photo. This one is going to be catered off in capturing students' details. So once you press printing, control print, you can print one page. You can print one student's data in one page, or you can equally split the pages. So we use multiple pages. So one page at least to have 4 students, or rather you can set to have 2 students. You can see I think 2 is better. 4 doesn't look so nice. 4 doesn't look so nice. This is student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4 in one page. So you realize if a class has a population of 50 students, 50 you divide by 4, you can see you are going to use less than 15 pamphlets to print for a whole class. And if you print 2, of which I think 2 looks better, you're going to have around 25 sheets catering for students in one class. So on matters being sensitive on economical background, we have tried to cater for that. So we go back to our system, go back to our dashboard. We have seen that we can print reports or with ranking. So I will also open unranked report. Remember, our window here is giving us a leeway to open with ranking or with no ranking. So once you click with no ranking here, you are going to get reports which are not having the ranking part, like you can see in our case, not having the ranking part. You can see our report is having marks and also giving the rubrics. This is for assessment 1, remember. And don't forget, we can print test 1, test 2, test 3 still in the same report, just fetching that data, and it is giving us the total marks out of 900. The average is 62. The student meeting expectation. You can also give the comments on the performance. Make every area above 50. Once it detects there is an area that is below 50, so it can ask a good student to make every area above 50. So we can move to other reports. We see other comments. Let's move to this one. You can get to see here the student is instructed to attend remedios here, the comments, but the comments can be written in accordance to the institution's will or rather wish. So I can update there. So we can equally print it as a PDF or rather press control print. It is going to arrange the data in a certain order. So here we go. Also, another important module is on analysis per subject.